Hey everybody, what's going on? Rob Cesternino back with you, and boy, do we have a treat for you here today because it's the holiday season and we love it when our loved ones come over for the holidays. We're so excited to have back here with us the host of the Purple Pants podcast, who has now done 600 episodes of the Purple Pants podcast. It's the baby boy, Brice Izyah.
Uncle R, it's so good to see
No,
you.
stop with Uncle R, because you don't even like Uncle
I know.
R. You,
I
you,
don't.
you, you. I could tell. I listened to you, and you were very pained to say you don't like Uncle Jay. You don't like Uncle Jeff.
I don't like Mr. Jeff either. The first couple of times it was but at this point in the season, and mind you, I love Christina, but like, yeah, we can retire to Uncle Jay.
Yeah.
If my only thing is call him Jeffrey, I could take that, but like, or even Unc. I take a Unc Jay.
Yeah. Is Unc without the name insulting?
Well, here's the thing. Yes and no. Because believe it or not, I'm getting up to the unk age. And so
Not you.
Robert, the kids, my age is staying the same, but the kids is growing up. And so, yes, some people will call me Unc. I'm like, I'm not your Unc. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's Bryce, not your Unc. But so to some people, it's not. To me, it's very insulting. So don't call me your Unc. Even my nephew just turned 18 2 3 days ago, and I texted him like happy birthday, Kyler, and he wrote back, thanks, Unc. It's Uncle Bryce to you, not Unc.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I feel like that with the name, it's less insulting than just Unc, which can mean like you're old. You're Unc.
well, I mean, Unc isn't necessarily old because in our communities they call the old people like OG.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is that bad or good?
I mean, it's for me, it's bad. I'm still a youngin, so But sometimes, like, you'll go to like the corner store, and they'll be like, "Oh, good looking out, OG." Excuse me, I'm not your OG. They'll be like, "My bad, Unc." I'm not your Unc either.
Mm-hmm.
Just call me. I'm a young lady just going to the store.
Yeah. Now, if and when you return, you wouldn't say like Zaddy Jeff?
No, I would be like Courtney Yates, and I would call him Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm.
Not. I mean, he can only be a zaddy if he
Very
braces.
few survivors ever go last name on Jeff.
I'll be scared because me and names don't go together.
Mm-hmm.
Just like 2 weeks ago, I learned to say your name correctly, Cesternino. So I would want to say that. I'm
Yeah.
Probst. It's Probst, right?
Probst. Yeah.
Probst.
I kind of feel like in my mind, I'm trying to think of like who I've heard say it. Like, I feel like I've heard Colby had said Probst in the past. Ironically, like I hear myself telling Jeff, get the girls some chocolate and peanut butter, Probst. So I myself did say it, but very few times do people ever call him Probst.
Yeah, I would even take Probst over Uncle Jay or Uncle Jeff.
Yeah. Okay, so
Just
maybe we'll see somebody give him back the last name treatment.
something. I like it, because he is getting up there at like he is OG status. Maybe to you he's Unc status because y'all closer in age, but I'm far away from y'all. So I'll take a Jeffrey.
Of course, Bryce all fall has been touring for all around the country for Bryson Wynn Presents. The tour is coming to, I see a light at the end of the tunnel. 2 more stops?
Whew. 2 more stops, Robert. Technically 3, but 2 more. The Bryson Wynn 49, the blueprint has been, I would say, a labor of love, but it's been a labor. It's been a lot, but it's been so much fun. And yeah, we have 2 more stops left. We'll be in Boston next week. We're returning to Boston. And then for the finale, we'll be from coast to coast. We'll be in LA and we will be in New York City. So we're super excited to see how
Wait,
season.
how you doing that? How you doing Boston, LA, and New York? There's only 2 episodes left.
So yeah, so Boston is next week, episode 12, and then the
Yes.
finale will have 2 simultaneously. Simultaneously.
Simultaneous parties? How you
Yes.
doing that?
We have the legend, the god, my man. Ozzy and Tiffany are hosting our LA party and a
Yes.
host of their friends. So that is going to be amazing. And if you're in the Los Angeles area, you should treat yourself and be amongst friends and bring in this season 49 with a holiday
Yeah.
bow.
It's incredible. What an industry you and Wendell have carved out doing the tour. It's incredible that it's, and not only every week, it's like multiple cities per night.
It is, Robert. It is so crazy the way that this amazing community has been forming and creating itself. And it takes a lot of work. It tests our friendship. It is
I couldn't
currently
even
being
imagine.
tested. Yeah, Robert,
Yeah.
and I'm at the point now, Robert, that whew, it's a lot. It is definitely wearing on the baby boy, but it is for,
Yeah.
in the hands of the fan, it's for the people. So it is well worth it. And it's been a fun season. Love meeting people. I love meeting the RHAP community that comes along with us. So it's just been so much fun.
Yeah. Let me ask you. Okay, so all right, so I've been seeing all season that a lot of times you have Ozzy with you guys at the different events. And first off, I'm like, uh-oh, is this like Jack Atkins? Does he need to watch out? Is Ozzy moving into the third wheel with Bryson Wynn?
Well, I mean, Ozzy always been my plus one for a long time, ever since we got up in that bed
I
for that
remember.
iconic photo that still is breaking the internet. So no, the Bryce and Wynn is expanding due to the demand. And so Wendell and I can only be at so many places at one time. So Ozzy, the legend that he is, and he just had, I think, like ACL surgery. So he is on crutches, hobbling around, making it to the events. And so, Ozzy is just an extension of the baby boys.
Yeah. I mean, it's wild that it's like it's growing.
It is growing arms, legs, hands, feet, and toes. And it's just kind of, you have children. I don't have children. I just have turtles. But it's, you nurture the babies. I've been breastfeeding this Bryson
Yes.
Wynn, and it's something really interesting to watch and exciting just to see like your loved child grow up. And so it's been fun navigating it. And again, it's all for the fans, it's all for the community, and just safe spaces to have fun
Safe
and watch
space.
Survivor.
Safe space. Can we talk about this? Do you want to talk about this or no? You want to come back to this?
I mean, I don't know what is this.
I don't. What is this? Is right. That I was watching this this clip, and it was Wendell was like vlogging here.
So I'm here. Bryson Wynn, Philadelphia. On day 7.
And then what's going on here? Then in the background that you seem to be inspecting Ozzy's crutches.
Ozzy was, he was in Philadelphia for a couple of days, and he had been in Old City, and he was just saying, my crutches smell. And I'm like, they don't smell, Ozzy. And he was like, no, they smell. And I was like, well, they might smell, but they don't smell bad. And he was like, no, they smell jank. So I was like, let me be the judge of that.
And what do you say?
I mean, I thought they smelled kind of delightful, Robert.
Yeah.
But I am a person of smell, right? Like I'm
hard of smelling.
I like, what is it? The 4 senses: touch, smell.
5.
5. Touch, smell, sight. Hold on, wait.
Touch, smell, sight.
Touch, smell, sight. Sound.
Hearing, right.
Hearing.
There's one more. Taste,
yes. So I feel like I've shared this with you, Robert. Like, my superpower or my super sense is smell. Like, I categorize stuff. Like, and I told you before, like, I know what you smell like. Like, I know what people smell like. I can I just, I'm a smeller.
Yeah. Has your sense of smell heightened or gotten worse over the years? I asked because Nicole, she also too has a superpower, and her sense of smell, like every year, just keeps getting sharper. Where that she will can identify did you eat? Do you what did you eat today? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think as the baby boy ages, I think my smell gets a lot
It's
sharper.
interesting.
But I love it though. Like I always just have to smell stuff. And again, it's like tied to my memories. We have cherry blossoms here in Philadelphia, like plentiful. And so like whenever they start to bloom,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's so Raven. I smell it and it takes me back to like 4th grade walking to school. So I'll
Yeah.
my smell. So if you
Okay.
ever
So you've spent some time with certainly some people from Survivor 49 from being out on the tour. Who is the best smelling contestant from Survivor 49?
That's actually a really good question. I would say, 3 people actually.
Top 3.
Sophie B,
Soph B.
Sage,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go Christina. They all smell immaculate.
Immaculate. Okay.
You want me to go the opposite way too? Because I can
I
smell
mean,
you up.
if you'll go there with us,
The worst smelling is only one person. It's Alex Moore.
really, why?
I'm just joking. Alex Moore smells fine. No,
Okay.
they all, but it's not even a thing of, it's hard to categorize like my smell, right? Where it's like, if I smell somebody, it's not even like you smell bad. I just like, I know what your scent smells like,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, that I can, like, if somebody has BO, sure, like I'll know, but that I cannot even process that human beings have like distinct smells.
Yes, Robert, like pheromones. People have unique smells. It's like, and it's not, I don't know how to explain it. I feel weird every time I say it, but like, no. Again, I go back to you. I know exactly what you smell like, Rob. Like you have a woodsy, earthy with like
Yes.
a slight, like, what's it, citrus.
Oh, citrus.
Yeah, like you have a very distinct smell. Like every time I hug you, I'm like, hey, Robert. I like it's a warm smell. So yeah,
Yeah.
I know exactly I know what Chappelle. I can tell you what Chappelle smell like.
Why? What that? Is it not good?
No.
Yeah.
Chappelle smell like earthy.
Earthy.
Greenery.
Yeah.
You know,
I got
he's got a very
you.
unique scent himself.
I got you. I see you have a picture of Alex Moore behind you. What's the backstory on that?
I do. Well, Alex, I guess before his too soon demise, he had posted on Instagram and TikTok that like his big heads came in a week late.
Oh yeah, his fat
He was
heads.
voted out. Yes, and so he was with us in Baltimore. So I had text Alex and his sister, and I was like, "Can you bring me one of those big heads, please?" And so I wanted it in my room.
Yeah,
Alex.
Yeah,
to help him do puzzles, because Alex is good at a lot of things, but puzzles and Sudoku is not Alex Moore's forte.
Yes, and digging in the right spot.
Yeah.
He was fine with the puzzle, right?
Yeah.
It was Riz God had the problem with the puzzle, but Alex couldn't dig up in the right spot.
He couldn't dig.
Yeah. All right, well, let me ask you about what's going on here on Survivor 49, because I feel like that really.
Can I get a gripe off of my chest?
Please.
Well, we haven't done a water cooler talk in a long time, and hopefully we'll start them back up in January. But on the road, everyone comes up to me and is like, "We miss you in the RHAP water cooler talk."
Yes.
And so, just want to give you a little 411 before we jump up into this father thing.
Okay.
You want to know what like my newest pet peeve at work is?
What is it?
It's coworker etiquette. Okay. Coworker etiquette, Rob, because I'm traveling, I do a lot. So sometimes I might miss a meeting, or I might be a little late to a team's meeting. And so if you're and listen to me clear, everybody that's in the corporate world. If you're log on one morning and you're on Teams and your coworker says on Teams, hey, sorry I'm late, or just, hey, Anyone else having any connection problems? Do your coworker a solid and say, my system's been running a little slow too. Because Denise at my job, she loves to be like, no, running fine. Everything good. Okay. Nobody asked you, Denise. Go back to whatever you were doing.
Yeah.
Just give your coworker some grace, Rob.
Yeah. Cover for them.
You don't even got to cover, but just, don't even write back if that's the case. But you don't have to no, I logged on at 8:30. It was great. Still running fast. Well, great, Denise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you need like a safe word for the other coworkers to be able to pick up what you're putting down, like an emoji? Like anybody else have it? And then like it's like shrug emoji. Like
right.
I was like, oh, he did the shrug. He did the shrug. That
throw your coworker a ball. Like I just and it don't happen a lot. But sometimes you just give me a 2-minute grace. Let me get the Southern butter pecan coffee cream in my coffee and let me just ease on into the workday. But okay. Yeah. Right off my chest. Thank you for listening, Rob.
All right, we could do some water cooler here today too.
Can you fix Denise's internet service, make it a little more sticky
make it
sometimes?
Slow. Yeah, make it slow. You need like a hacker to like try to spam her.
Yes.
And that's like, hey, can you hit Denise this morning? I'm running late.
But I'm just waiting for the day, Rob, that she puts in the teams like, hey, having trouble with I'm not.
No, everything's good.
Everything's good here.
Perfect. Crystal clear. Yeah. Okay. Well, some of these survivors are having trouble right now with their connection, and we're gonna find out soon of who's it gonna be, because it's really, I feel like that it's an interesting scenario where I kind of feel like that it's a movie where we kind of know like what we are headed towards next week, even though the players don't, because we know about this knowledge is power that's coming, where Soph has this advantage, Rizzo has his idol, but also Steven has his vote block, and we think a lot of this is going to come to a head next week. Do you have a sense of how you feel like it's going to go?
Kind of, sort of, right? Like, because I'm a Sophie B fan over here. I was a Sophie Spaghetti.
Cardi B,
fan.
Sophie B.
Sophie B, hello, it's me, hello. And so I'm loving the Sophie B arc, and Sophie B has been teasing us that she's ready to make a move. And so I am really hoping that Sophie B steals Rizzo's idol, leaves him. And mind you, we love the RIZGOD. Like, we love the Riz God.
Yes.
But I'm loving the Sophie because she's just, we've just been seeing her get beat down this whole season. So it's like, we want that arc. So I would love it if she would potentially steal his idol, leave him vulnerable at Tribal. The Riz God goes home. Next episode, Sophie B then plays the idol. Boom. Then that's what 5. She won immunity. I would just love to see this run of a Sophie B kind of break away.
Would be exciting.
It would be. Not sure what or how it will happen, but I'm interested to see. And I talked about it this week on Survivor News. Remind me, with her knowledge is power, like, doesn't she have to state exactly what it is in order to?
Yeah, so I listened to you all talking about this. I think that from what I remember from the past was, I think she has to say, Bryce, do you have an idol or do you have an advantage? I don't think she needs to specifically call out which advantage do you have.
Okay. So if she were to ask Steven, so she wouldn't need to know exactly what
Steven, do you have an advantage?
And Steven.
But yeah, his thing is tricky where that I think Jeff had said on Fire, where that if for this block a vote, it's somehow you tell the producer before you go. So technically he would already play the block a vote before they go to tribal council. So he goes, well, I had an advantage.
Very true. This is one of the moments where I think that like Survivor is doing it for that moment. And I actually don't think it need all of that. Like, let them play it to have it. So if somebody could steal it, but we'll see what happens.
She's already barking up the wrong tree if she tries to steal the Blanca vote.
Yeah, with that, yeah, just get the idol.
You gotta go for the idol. Do you think that she has it in her to take her ally Rizzo's idol?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, up until this episode right here, episode 11, I thought she did. You know, we've seen her time and time again say that like she's only with Savannah and Riz until she's not, but we've seen them bond. We've seen them form this relationship. So she had the chance this episode, but I do think it could have been a little premature. I do think she is closer to Savannah than she is to Riz. So I absolutely can see her taking that shot at Riz. But in my opinion, from what we are watching just as viewers, it's like, baby, you need to take that shot at that shark, the killer whale that is Savannah. Because I don't understand. My eyebrows aren't as good as Sage's. But like, ain't nobody been listening to Sage this whole time. Sage has been telling y'all Savannah is a cold killer. Okay, she's good.
Okay, but even she didn't go for Savannah this time.
Well, that's because Sage was pissed off. Sage was Liz Wilcox. She wanted revenge for Jawan, and I don't care what nobody says. I'm glad that she did. I know it's like, oh, revenge is better served cold, but in my opinion, serve my revenge hot.
Yeah.
Put it in the microwave for that extra 30 seconds and pull it out and serve it.
Yeah. So I would love to know from you in terms of being a player, do you feel like that you would be like a Sage? You feel like that you would be like a similar motivation of like, if somebody hurt you like that, you would want to get them instantly?
I think Purple Pants Bryce back in the day, or Kagian, absolutely. I think the evolved Bryce. The better Bryce. I took a pause on the road to a better Bryce. I'm parked the car right now and just watching the scenery, but I do understand it's a game, and so you can't act on emotions, but it's easier said than done because I take it back to my time at Kagian, right? Where it's like, oh, it's a numbers game, and I knew they were splitting the vote on me, but I was just so pissed off that my girl Alexis will be coming for me that I said, F the numbers game, I'm putting a vote on you. So it's easy for us to sit and watch and be like, oh, don't act on your emotions. But when you're out there, your emotions definitely run high.
Yeah. I feel like for Sage that there were two people that she felt like she needed to get out, and whether it was Savannah or whether it was Sophie, that I think that she's like, okay, well, now you're number one on my hill. I don't think that she forgot about Savannah, but I think it's like, okay, well, I'm going to get you today. You needed to go home anyway. And so now is your turn.
See, but right. And again, the unevolved Bryce, I'm with that. Like, I'm with Sage on that. But the evolved Bryce, right? If we're taking out Sketty, right? That's a challenge threat. Only 3 people have won immunity challenges. It's upping.
So Yellow Sophie is...
Yes, Sketty.
Okay. Because I think about the reward, which was spaghetti.
Well, that's kind of like, because her last name is close to that. So I just like calling her Sketty. Sketty, Savannah, and Steven. They're the challenge comps. And so what Sage runs the risk of is getting rid of Sketty. Now it ups Savannah's chance at winning immunity, and that gets her harder. So I do feel like, although I loved it, and thank you for serving the revenge hot, I do feel like, Sage, we left Savannah in, and Savannah is a problem in the best way, right? Like, although I'm like hating on her because it's like I want all these people to make other moves, but I love a Savannah. And to all the people out there like, oh, she's playing too hard out. What are y'all talking about? Because if Savannah were a man, if Savannna's name was Momana, y'all would be like, oh,
Savannah, Momana.
Right. Y'all like, he's the next Boston Rob. So I love the intensity, and I love how she is playing. But like, why are y'all leaving a killer in? They said if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Her glove fits. Okay. Savannah is wearing the glove. Okay, like she gotta go. What are y'all doing?
Yeah. Bryce, what's the most strenuous thing you've ever done?
Robert, this is a family-friendly show. Um, what is the most strenuous thing I've ever done?
Besides Bryson Wynn Tour 49, the blueprint.
You know what I would say, Rob? When I moved, I had bought a couch. It didn't fit. And so my mom found me
If
another
the couch don't fit,
Yo, can't sit, okay?
Mhm.
So my mom bought me a similar couch, but it had to be put together. And it's a really nice couch, but it kind of came with like, it didn't come with like IKEA instructions because, like, you know, I could read. I'm on the reading level of IKEA instructions. This thing was the antichrist of that. This thing was like step by step by step by step, and it came in like 7 boxes. And so it took me a total of like 11 hours to put this sofa
Yeah.
together. So that for me,
The sofa.
the
Yeah.
sofa.
Now, this is before you were friends with Wendell?
Yes, this was
Okay.
before I was friends. Yep, yes. Because he would have, I would have just build me a couch. So this is
Yeah.
pre.
So it wasn't
pre
even
Wendy's.
moving the couch. It was just putting the couch
It was
together.
putting it together, and again, it came in like 8 boxes. And then my living room is but so big, so it's like you had to maneuver the boxes. And again, it wasn't IKEA level. Like they had you like do a checklist of like making sure you had all the pieces, which sure I'm grateful for, but you got to lay it out.
Yeah.
Then you're like stepping over the pieces. Then you got to put it together.
And
then
you lose the pieces.
Then you lose like. Then once you get a form together, then you realize, oh, this is on the right side. Now I have to like move over. Oh, it was a lot. It was a lot. I still have a couple extra screws left over.
There's
and
always
the
extra
instructions-
screws. Yeah.
They said it should be no extra screws left over, but the couch is still standing.
Okay. So I know you go out, you run, you're a fit guy. Could you have completed the strenuous journey?
I like to say yes, but not with as much time that Steven had left.
Because you're a runner, right?
Yes, I've been on a bit of a hiatus. It's like, you know, big back season right now. So, you know, we're a little.
It was big back season? I didn't even know.
It's big back season. That's why I got this jacket on, you know, cover
Yeah.
the big back. So I'm on a bit of a hiatus of running, but when I get back into it, sure. But with the humidity, the rocks, yeah, Steven was on a mission. See, that wasn't on my bingo card watching the episode. Seeing Steven run around that island. I'm sure I could have completed it, but it would have been a very, very, very close call.
Yeah. I think you would have had it.
Oh, thank you, Robert.
Yeah. What do you do when you go out and run?
Run?
Yeah. What do you do? Like long distance?
So, I mean, normal, like it's maybe like 4 miles, and I like trail running. So I
Okay.
do
So
like
you'd be
street
perfect
running.
for this.
So I do like a little trail, and you know, just slight incline. Like the pebbles small, but I
Mhm.
the place that I run in my area, it's called Forbidden Drive, and it's like very
Ooh, sounds
to the water.
exotic.
It is, and like I think you got to be careful though, because when you run with headphones, I want to say that like the last decade, I think maybe 3 people have died from.
What?
No, RIP to them, but it's a very wooded area, so trees fall. And so like when you run with headphones, sometimes you won't hear the trees falling. So
Trees fall on people?
it's not funny, Rob.
What are the chances that you'd be just running and you're moving and a tree falls on you and takes you out? No wonder it's called Forbidden Drive. It's like a cursed forest.
Oh, Rob.
What are the chances? It's like if a tree falls in the forest, does anybody hear it? But like, what are the chances? Are they lumberjacks? How does a trees falling on so many people?
Rob. Rob.
Like the chances of one person dying from a tree falling on them are so small.
Rob.
Like I get it if they tripped over they're not paying attention and they trip over a tree. The trees fell on them?
They have like signs to tell you like keep one ear like to run with like one ear open.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. So it's a very wooded, dense area, and it's like just peaceful. So that's
Not that peaceful.
I mean, well, your final piece.
Yeah.
Can you imagine now?
The
like,
trees are taking out the runners.
Robert.
I'm sorry.
Robert.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stay out of there, Bryce.
It's my favorite place to run, and they have this other place, and people have died there too. But to their own, they have this other place in Forbidden Drive. It's called Devil's Pool.
Bryce.
But no, it's beautiful. It's like this cliff, and it is a waterfall, and it's like a pool of water that's maybe like 7 feet deep. And so people during the summer will like hang out. It's like a lake in the city, but people drink and like dive and do dumb stuff. And so like there have been deaths there as well. But it is beautiful.
Shut it down. Close the park.
Not shut it down.
Shut it down.
Yeah, it's dangerous, but it is beautiful though. It is Devil's Pool. It's like a little oasis in Fairmount Park in the middle of like the city of Philadelphia. But there's risk with everything, but
Yeah. Dangerous fun at the park. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Steven ends up getting this advantage this week. Did you like how Steven played it when he came back?
I did. I was confused as to the face plant directly into the sand. Like I was like, to me that was a bit much.
Yeah, I was like,
right?
I don't think he got it. Oh.
They're like, "How are you, Steven?" He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh."
That's how I look like after I watched the Jet game. How was it?
That's how
Not good.
Saw some people look on Forbidden Drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought he played it really well. Because what's the point of lying at this point, right? Because it's like I like that mysterious cloak that it gave him, where let him know. Because like Steven is like an agent of one, essentially. He does have Christina on stage,
It's
but still
Christina.
like
Yeah.
he's been playing his own game. And he's been tossed around a couple of times. So I really like this. And I like this arc that is building of a Steven where it's like he could potentially sit next to a couple of combinations. I could see Steven winning. So I really like this arc on Steven. And he's works for NASA. He's a space engineer. I love it. I can talk my alien conspiracy theories with him.
Yes. Okay. Well, Bryce, I've been talking about Survivor 51. I think needs to be Survivor Area 51. What do you think?
I'd be here for it.
Yeah. But I haven't figured it out yet. So Tribal Council is going to be like a crashed spaceship.
Okay.
But what else are we doing?
We need the 6-foot-tall aliens that look like African Americans. They need
Is that what they're saying?
That's what the hostile airship that they were saying was going to come around Thanksgiving. They were saying that. So yeah, we need that.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
we need a rover.
Okay, that's going to be. Are they players? These aliens, or they're just like we're going to get them in the show?
But they're going to be in the show.
Okay.
Like when the people pull up on a boat to like pick them up, like that, they'll be there for that. They'll come in, beam them up.
Okay, but I feel like I need help with figuring out the rest of it.
Yeah, well, I can help you.
Yeah, we'll work it out. But what are you getting any other good alien intel?
So I mean, Steve and I have talked for hours about, I forget what the name of Atlas something.
Yeah, Atlas.
Steven was saying.
It's the interstellar object that's doing a drive-by in our solar system.
that was, illuminating light from within, not moving like a star. But Steven said the research that he had done, and I trust Steven's research. He said it's a comet. It's another
fine.
type
He
of
said, okay. I didn't know Steven had done any research on the Atlas.
Me and him have our text chain.
You really are tapped
Yo,
in.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. From the moment I met Steven, and he told me he was for NASA, the spaceship, and with the company that he's working with is building the spaceship.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel bad because it's not even like hello. It's just sending different threads of different stuff and him just essentially debunking it. And he's like, you can't believe that, Bryce. I'm like, but how do you know?
Yeah, you and I talked over the summer, and I think you were telling me that there was talk about the aliens coming by the fall, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be for Thanksgiving, but
are they late? Are they behind? Did they hit traffic?
They was running into some trees on Forbidden Drive. Something was happening. I don't know. But
okay.
Yeah. Then he had me watching 3 Body Problem on Netflix. Did you ever hear that?
Yeah, that's from a couple years ago. Yeah,
he said the book's really good, but I'm on like the last episode and I'm not really liking where it's going. So I have
you stuck with it.
I did, but I got like 30 minutes of the last episode, so I have a pause on it.
Yeah. The 3 Body Problem sounds like the park that you go run in.
Devil's Pool, Forbidden Drive.
Yeah. Okay. Bryce, this season, we have an issue where we have 2 people named Sophie. Of course, we have Soph, Blue Sophie, and then Screddy, Sophie Segretti, Yellow Sophie. But I was wondering, I was thinking about what would you do if you were on a season and you got there to Cagayan, and guess what? There is another Bryce.
I would be excited, but more than the issue. I like
not
that
another you, but another
another
name. Here's BRYCE.
Y. And they would be Bryce with a Y.
Yeah.
And then it would just be Bryce. Because the correct way to spell Bryce is BRI, not BRY.
Yeah. But they don't call her Sophie with an E.
I'm confused as to why. Well, first of all, how do you give somebody? Well, I guess because in the era of nicknames, do you create your nickname or is the nickname given to you?
I feel like the nicknames that stick are the nicknames that are given. You know, when we think of some of the famous survivors with nicknames, Fabio was given to Judd. He did not say, call me Fabio.
Wait. Didn't Fabio win?
Yes.
Wait, so his name wasn't Fabio?
His name is Judd. Judd Berza.
Somebody on Survivor Wikipedia need to fix that because they have Fabio on there. I thought that was his real name.
I think it's actually Judson is his real name. And so I don't remember if, like, when we did the preview, like, if you look up his bio on CBS.com, if he was Judson or if he was Fabio before the season started. Because very early on, because the person that calls him Fabio is the second boot, but it really stuck. I mean, that was a season of a lot of nicknames. Purple Kelly.
We got the purple edit, the purple Kelly.
Yeah, but she was Purple Kelly because she had purple hair, not because they didn't know about her edit before they started.
So, wait, hold on, wait. You're dropping a lot of bombshells on me, Robert.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So they call it the purple edit.
Yeah.
Because it happened to Kelly who had purple hair, and that's why they call it the purple. So it had nothing to do with like the shade of like, I thought it like, rose colored glasses. I thought like.
No, it was that because she had purple. She had like a streak of like, there were 2 Kellys and she had like a streak of purple in her hair and they called her Purple Kelly. And then the purple edit was just that because you were getting the edit of Purple Kelly, who got nothing. But compared to some of the people nowadays, she got probably more.
Right. That is okay. You about to teach me something, Robert.
Yeah. Papa Smurf did not show up and say, hey, call me Papa Smurf. His
what
name is
about
Gary?
what about, didn't we call somebody Papa Bear with the blonde hair and the flight attendant?
Papa Bear, I believe, told people to call him Papa Bear.
Okay.
Mark Caruso.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody else in the new who really got a nickname. Riz God, nobody on the show calls him Riz God. He only calls himself Riz God. It's the weirdest thing. He only is like RIZGOD in the confessionals, but he's never told anybody, hey, call me Riz God.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Q, he just told us Q because his name is Quintavious.
His name is Quintavious. I don't know. Do people, know him outside the show? Do people in his real life call him Quintavious?
I do.
Yes. But you always you call me Robert. You use people's formal name.
But yeah, but for Q, it's for sure Quintavious.
Yeah.
Because he don't think I could drive. So it's Quintavious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I can drive, and I have a driver's license.
Okay. Yeah, I believe you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just stay out of that park. Yeah. But I'm sure that there is like some other famous Survivor nicknames. I'm trying to think back to
Boston Rob.
Boston Rob, he was on a season with 2 Robs, and so that he was Rob, and then that there was another guy, the General, who was Robert DeCanio. But I think that the General did say, I think he had a picture, he had like a tattoo of like the General Lee, I think, or a tattoo of some general, and I think he might have said, "Call me the General," and then the other Rob became Boston Rob.
Okay. We have the War Dog,
Yeah.
which was very interesting at that time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so, but War Dog, that he calls himself like Dan. He calls himself War Dog outside the show, right?
Yes. Oh yeah. I can't even call him Dan or Daniel.
Yeah. And Coach, I think, is another one, a famous one who he told people call me Coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I bring all that up to say that, like, when they decided these nicknames, like, I didn't love how it was done. Like how y'all going to just tell me Soph and Sophie? Like, I think it would have been easier Yellow Sophie, Blue Sophie, or Sophie B. I think Sophie B is so much more rolls off the tongue.
Sophie B is good. Sophie S is not great with the, not a great initial.
Sophie S.
I had to be Rob C on Survivor All-Stars.
How'd you?
Why didn't I get a cool nickname?
Yeah.
And they only started calling me the Rob that sucks after Survivor.
Why you ain't just go with Robert?
Wasn't an option. Mm-hmm.
So wait, they just, even like when you went out there, like in your marooning, you knew you were going to be Rob C, or like after filming and like Jeff was like Rob C?
I just feel like all of my stuff said Rob C on it. I don't.
But that don't mean that that's what they wanted you to call.
Yeah, I don't know. I was Rob C. That's it.
And it's funny because Jeff still calls you that.
He calls me Rob C. I think he calls me Cesternino more often than not.
True.
I somehow graduated to the last name treatment, even though I don't think I was ever called that by last name on the show.
Yeah. But
I have to go back to Survivor All-Stars. If he ever says my name, but I think even when people vote for me on Survivor All-Stars, I think they say Rob C. What about Robbie C? Should I be going by that?
No.
You don't like it.
We don't know. Not a Rob. I think that's the same thing with like a Sophie S. A Robbie C. That sounds a little.
No good.
No. It sound like you go running in Forbidden Drive. I don't like a Robbie C.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Maybe that'll stick.
Robbie
C. Like ABC.
I'll take Rob C or Robert.
Okay. All right. So you were talking a little bit about Savannah earlier and about how she is the shark. we've seen her butt heads with a few of the different players this season. Her and Christina got into it, and they said that there was a strong dislike between both of them. Then I heard that on social media, Savannah said that that was all stagecraft, that they were just trying to make up a fake fight at Tribal Council to try to keep Sophie S distracted.
Oh. Oh. Well,
Would you ever have a fake fight on Survivor?
yeah, but I don't think I would need to have a fake fight. There's always a reason to fight.
Yeah.
But sometimes fake fights scare me because I think that was good, right? But watching it back, I did think that it was a bit weird, them going back and forth. And in my interpretation, I felt like it was more passive aggressive in the sense of I felt like Savannah was really talking to Sophie S.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I took of it. But I thought that her and Christina were having that moment, but I thought Savannah was like, Christina, we'll get to you later.
Yeah,
I'm really talking
honestly,
to Sophie S.
when you say that, like, okay, well, what was Savannah doing to try to like throw Sophie S off? When the things that she was saying at Tribal Council were kind of a little off, where she was like, I'm here to get revenge on the people that said my name in this vote tonight. So knowing that, okay, how much of this is all just theater for one person in Yellow Sophie, like, I think that things do make a little bit more sense in the Tribal Council.
A lot more sense. And it's like, we didn't see a lot of Sketty, Yellow Sophie, pre-merge, but after we merged, we started to see, her gameplay.
Yeah.
We started seeing her win. And I was really excited for the arc of Sketty. And I was very vocal last week when she got Jawan out. I'm like, baby, that's the wrong move. I'd rather be, because at that point in time, when it was 5, I'd rather be at the bottom of a 5 than a bottom of a 4.
Yeah. Because there's 2 pairs on the other side.
Right. Like, it's like you can maneuver. I felt like, and it just hates because, like, we didn't want to see Jawan go, but also it's like, it just would have left her so much more wiggle room. And we could have potentially got the shark out, which is Savannah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And again, I just don't understand how she's still here.
Well, I think that a lot of times, Rizzo's idol has been helpful also. She's won immunities, and so the people get distracted. They think of other things they want to do. I want to ask you, you brought up Jawan. I noticed, so the Purple Pants podcast, episode number 600 this week, again, congratulations. I noticed was named Turtleneck, but I don't recall in the episode when you and the baby boys discussed Jawan's turtleneck.
Tribal Council.
No, yes, okay, but maybe I might have spaced out like Steven at the point that you mentioned it, but I thought it was very interesting. I don't remember a lot of turtlenecks on Survivor.
You're in a tropical island.
Yeah,
Like,
it looked great though.
No, it did. I mean, it was swallowing his whole neck and it was up to his ear.
It was a whole new look for Jawan. I didn't even recognize him.
I didn't either. He came out sharp. Him and MC have been the show outs for me on.
What a total flip. Like, Jawan is in the game with no shirt on and overalls. And then we flip the script, and now he's got like a cashmere turtleneck.
And it's like double necked. and it's fitted, and he's flexing. It's like, oh, okay. Now we know when you have your own bag, when you don't take other people's bag, we know you got turtlenecks in your bag.
Yeah. Well, do you think that Jawan could be following suit with Saul and vying for the Zaddy calendar cover and the turtleneck?
I think, the Issa look has changed the game and how people take their photos. I think the Zaddy calendar with Zaddy Saul busting out in that vest, I think the game is evolving. And
it's interesting because this is the first season where that they are going to go play. I think they saw all of 47, these people that went to go play on this. So they definitely know about Saul's jury fit. Do you think that the players are really coming in to show out on the jury and rock the fashion?
I think so. I mean, listen,
I think so too.
My DMs my texts have been you don't say what's up. And I'm saying, I don't know. I don't know. It's not up to me. It's in the hands of the fans. Okay? The hands of the fans.
The Zaddy calendar's in the hands of the fans?
It's always been in the hands of the fans.
Mm.
I am the fans.
In the hands of the OnlyFans.
In the hands of the OnlyFans. Okay? And another little, not a gripe, but okay, CBS. I see y'all see what the baby boy's doing.
That they made a calendar.
Y'all had 50 seasons.
Mhm.
Yeah, I put Saul on the cover, and now y'all want to get Rupert reaching for a tree. I see you, Jeffrey.
Mhm.
Jeff P.
You feel like that they were reheating your nachos with the calendar.
They put them back in the microwave. But listen, I love it though. But I did your Chappelle podcast after calendar. Y'all had me rolling, okay? Because it's like, who is picking these photos? Okay,
it was a little. I don't know if it was given AI or like, hey, like we're up against the deadline. What photos do we have?
Somebody with a nickname was definitely picking the photos. Okay, okay. They should
like.
What
What do we got? You got TK getting voted out. You have that. You have that one. Let's grab that. Maybe somebody wrote in the wrong thing. Maybe somebody was suggesting TK for the Zaddy calendar, and they sent it to the wrong email.
They sent it to Jeffrey P. and yeah, who knows? But the Zaddy calendar is changing the game. Changing the game.
Yeah. What do you think about Jawan celebrating from the jury bench? And it didn't bother me, but I thought it was interesting because I think it's something that we don't typically ever see, where jurors getting like excited about who got voted out.
I think it's kind of back to what I said. When you serve the revenge hot,
yeah,
okay, you get those type of reactions. And normally they tell us, or they tell us like I was a jury. Let me stop lying. I have heard, production, they don't really want you to have really any reactions, right? They just kind of
why not? We're making a TV show. Let them have a reaction. Who cares? Let them go like Jerry Springer audience.
I agree. And so I love to see Jawan. I was confused. I didn't know what muscles he was flexing.
Yeah.
He was flexing the muscle. I was waiting to see the muscle flex. But
yeah,
all I saw was the turtleneck.
I will say, on a serious note, like I think it's a slippery slope of that you don't want the jurors talking. Like I think that as a purist of the game, I think it's a slippery slope where if it's like if they want to make gestures, that's fine. But they shouldn't be talking, and then like you don't want them like doing charades of like, okay.
Well, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's just plain cheating, Rob.
Yeah.
But the jurors talk.
Yeah, they talk, but you don't want them giving information back to the players in the game. So it's a slippery slope of like, okay, the jury used to come in and be very stoic, don't to make any expressions, but now, you like to have a little bit of like animation in the jury, but
you feel like Jawan doing that was giving something away?
No, I'm just saying it's like I'm saying I didn't mind it, but I feel like that if we let the jury do too much stuff, I think it gets a little dicey.
Well, yeah, I mean, if production sees somebody being like, he has an idol, like I feel like they should be removed as a juror.
Wow. Could you imagine? But that's where one step up from like when they took people out of Ponderosa.
But that's what I'm saying, because like that's cheating.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder what they would do in a situation like that. Would the next person that shoulda, coulda, woulda been added, but yeah, like, no, you should be taken out of the game for that. That's cheating.
I'm trying to think of times where that's happened, where somebody gets voted out and they know information that their ally doesn't know. I'm trying to think if there's like a good instance of where that's. I'm sure somebody in the comments is gonna come up with it.
But you say you vote me out, and I know you have an idol. As I'm being voted out, I can turn to like not the juror, but I could turn to everyone, and like my last words could be like, "Rob has an idol, FYI."
Yeah.
right?
And I know this has happened in Australian Survivor, where I think that the person made it up. It wasn't even true.
That's
But
even better.
I mean, what we have it in U.S. Survivor where it's like, well, good job, Bryce. Bryce is gonna win, everybody. Where it's sort of like, okay, I sort of like put the hex on you by saying, oh, you're gonna win. Now they're gonna vote you out.
Yeah,
I think that was with like Shan and Ricard. I think that Shan got voted out and was like, good job, Ricard.
but I like that. Like that's a part. Like I feel like that's a part of the game now. Like that's why you have to be careful who you vote out. You don't know what they're going to say on their way out, and I feel like on their way out is still fair game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting in terms of like people that have a secret that is relevant to a player that's still in the game that they don't know about.
Now, you can't be on the jury being like Rob has an idol. Like you can't do that. But on your way out, I feel like that's all is fair.
Yeah. It would be interesting to see.
And especially if Jeff hasn't snubbed your torch yet.
Yeah. Okay. Bryce, I had a question for you about it is the holiday time of year. I know you get started on your holiday shopping so early in the year. When did you start holiday shopping this year?
Right after Halloween. But I'm doing a small Christmas this year.
Oh,
I'm only doing the kids and the babies. That's all I'm doing.
that's it.
And you over 18, you're an adult. Yeah, that's it. Uncle Bryce don't got time for you. So I'm only doing the kids.
Yeah.
That's it. So, but I did start right after Halloween.
Yeah. So I was wondering, do you ever do Secret Santa at your office?
Kinda. But I guess, well, a Secret Santa is, when you pick a name out and then you bring it to the holiday party. Yes.
Yeah, for somebody. Okay. And I was thinking, what if you were doing a Secret Santa? What if you were doing a Secret Santa with the players that were on the show?
Oh, okay.
You go out there and okay, hey, it's the holidays that Bryce and the surviving players are gonna be doing. I mean, or maybe there's a few people from the jury also.
Okay.
Are gonna do Secret Santa, and so you can only spend like $20.
Okay.
On the gift. Maybe you can go a little bit over. And you get some names for people, and then do you think you would be able to figure out a gift for some of these people?
I absolutely think so.
Okay, all right, Bryce, you reached into the bowl and you got Sage in the Secret Santa.
Oh, if I got Sage for a Secret Santa, I will go to 5 and below.
Yeah.
And I buy a mason jar for her to put her blackheads in. Easy peasy.
How big do you think the jar is?
I think Sage
has she posted on Instagram yet, the jar?
I don't know. But in my mind, when you go to Costco's and get those big jar of pickles, like I feel like it's one of those.
Yeah, like when they have like pork rinds, like the big thing. Yeah. I hope that when we get to do the exit interview with her, she's like, well, Rob, I have it right here. Here we go. Here's
now,
here it
is where you're going to find.
Zoom in on this, guys.
I just put it's fresh with 2 in there. But here's the weird thing about me. I would be curious to know, like, just the scent of the jar.
Well, you watch Pimple Popper, right?
I do, yes.
And you watch like YouTube stuff on that. Yeah.
When you're scrolling, you don't see. If
it's not my algorithm. I don't have that.
Okay. Because for me, it's the pimple popping and it's the ingrown hairs. But my newest thing, I love a good ingrown hair. My newest thing that my godson put me onto is ASMR.
Yeah.
But it's like bedtime stuff. So it's like he put me on. It's on YouTube. This lady, her name is like Safe Space. Because I was trying when I was before I got out the car on the road to a better Bryce. Because right now it's just parked right now. I was listening to like positive affirmations going to sleep. Like tomorrow's gonna be a good day.
Yeah.
are worthy. So I was like trying to do that. And my godson was like telling me what he listens to. And it's like ASMR, but it's like she'll give you a facial or she'll be like washing your hair. It is like, it sounds weird, but Robert, it be putting me right to sleep. She'd be like,
Okay, that's good.
welcome. Thank you for coming. I'm going to open this shampoo bottle. And she's like, I'm going to run the, it's so relaxed. It's like the facial, the shampoo, the foot massage. Ooh, Robert.
Yeah, my kids, especially Dominic, for whatever reason, really likes ASMR stuff, and it's like, it's gross. I feel like it's like, ew, it's like in my ears. I don't like it, but he watches it and loves it. My kids don't believe in any headphones or anything like that. Everything they do is very loud. It's on speakerphone. But I do tend to like I've been doing a lot of nighttime listening to things where I have no problem falling asleep, but I wake up in the middle of the night and I do find that just like otherwise my brain is going haywire, but like having something else to listen to helps me like okay, I'm not it's like I get back to sleep.
Okay. Get your hair washed.
I don't know if I want an ASMR shampooing though.
No, but you gotta try it, Rob. I feel like you're being a bit judgy. It sounds weird, but like if
I just don't like ASMR. That it's nothing against the shampooing. It's just like I don't like when they like so close in the microphone. Okay. Like I don't. I don't like people whispering in my ear.
Well, okay, wait. When is the last time somebody whispered in your ear?
Can't say.
Whisper in the ear is kind of wild though.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when like they put like just whisper. Don't cover like my ear like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, I know you go to a lot of the events, and then when people have to like, it's loud at the events or wherever you go, and people have to like try like they yell in your ear probably.
They do. But it's it works.
Yes. But then I bet some people you really get to know who has good breath and who doesn't.
Yes, I
Mm-hmm.
do. And more recently, who has not been having good breath is Wendeezy, Robert.
Yes. Yeah, but you always say that, but that's not true.
No. Hand him a mint. We were in Baltimore and he was like asking me like, do you know where the scissors are? I was like, oh
Yeah.
you got
But that's a tough
right.
situation when it's like if it really is like, okay, your friend, you could tell your friend.
Oh,
It's harder when it's if it's a stranger.
Would you want someone to tell you? Well, okay, let's talk about breath etiquette.
Yeah. Breath
Because
etiquette.
I am one of the ones to believe, like, I know when my breath is a little tart. Do you
Well, you have
believe
such a good sense of smell.
about that?
I would hope so, but I don't know, and I'm so hard at smelling. I feel like you
Robert,
go like,
but I just feel like it's like,
I
like
feel like I can sense it more than anything.
so if you were talking to someone at
Yeah.
a patron event and they smell like, would you want them to say like, Robert?
Well, I'm very self-conscious about, I hope like because I know I'm gonna have to be like talking in a lot of people's faces that I'm very self-conscious about like, I don't want to have offensive breath. But a lot of times I chew gum, but I'm like a bad gum chewer.
You're not, or you are a bad.
I am a bad gum
Yeah.
chewer. I chew the gum and then like my mouth and people are like, oh, like is that how you chew gum? Like, leave me alone. Okay. I don't know how to chew gum. I like to do it and I don't know how.
But also, first of all, because I get that critique a lot, like when people say I'm smacking, but like, are you not supposed to enjoy the gum? Like, and how else are you supposed to get the flavor out?
I don't know how to chew gum. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know the perfect way to chew. I guess I could watch like a TikTok video, but
They do have ASMR. When's the last time you had like some bubblicious?
so I really only chew mint gum. I don't really chew any
But
like
you
bubble gum.
you've had bubblicious gum before. You know, it's like the chunky, like
No, I'm broken. My mom was grossed out by it, and then my mom just like bubble gum, cotton candy. Ah, disgusting. So yeah, so
You've never had Bubblicious?
I think my mom. I think it's just like my mom said it's gross, and she's like just instilled it in me as a young person, and I've never. It's like I think it is like to me like not pleasant.
Well, it does hurt your jaw.
Mm-hmm.
But oh my god, the flavors for the 4 seconds that it has flavor, oh, it's pure cinema.
Delight.
Delight.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. Oh my god, Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When people say you have offensive breath, right? Like, does that make you rude for having offensive breath?
So no one had said to me that I have offensive breath.
No,
I just wanna
not
be clear. But I would like I would not want to be offending with my breath.
But if you don't know, you have offensive breath. Like that's
You know
what
I tend to like before I go and do like I buy like the little like blue like
the tabs.
Yeah.
They still make those?
They still make that. Well, you know what? They're probably been all recalled. I get them at the dollar store.
Oh.
Because it's like I can't chew the gum because I don't know how, and I don't like to have like a big like lifesaver cert. They still make certs. Lifesaver. I don't like to have like the big thing in my mouth while I'm talking. But like the best thing is like the little strip.
They're a little too powerful for me.
Too
you don't
powerful.
Get that like.
Yeah, forget it.
Yeah, I remember like going to. Again, I'm kind of like you. I'm like very conscious of like how I smell and like what my breath smells like. But there's always like in the summertime, if I'm at like a festival or something, and I'm not normally a beer drinker, but like at a festival or a concert, like I will drink a beer because I feel like I gotta fit in, and it never fails. Like when in Rome, and it's clearly an IPA, and IPAs leave you like, and it's always like I'll run into somebody, and they're like, Brian, and I'm like, you think I'm awkward now? I am the most awkward because it's like I know my breath stink, and if I know it stinks, I try to do like the hand over the mouth, like, hey.
Yeah. Yeah, the festival could be loud too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how do we get on this from just from talking about the whispering.
I don't know how we got down this rabbit hole, but we're here, Robert.
Okay. But you know, on Survivors though, and they have like the live tribal council and everything like that. Nobody's ever like they just like I guess that they don't feel like what who cares? And they get like so like it's like talk about ASMR like some of these whisperings in the live tribal council.
The breath be breathin' because, and I always say this, I wasn't on Cagayan that long, but two things I remember clear as day was Jeremiah and Jeffra Bland's morning breath.
They had bad breath.
Like not like, but like the morning breath. Like, you know, when you're first like,
yeah. You know, that's something that completely has been lost in the new era where there used to be like more rewards that would be like, you'll go to a spa, you'll wash your hair, ASMR, you'll brush your teeth. And they don't. That's not at all part of the show. That's
the Sanctuary doesn't have it.
Sanctuary does not. Maybe like I think that I'm trying to remember if in any of the auctions when they brought it back, you got that. But it was the best in Survivor the Amazon that there was. It was boys versus girls is what they called it then. Now you'd say men versus women, but they called it boys versus girls and. That the women won like a spa kit in the reward. And then I got swapped to the women's camp and I got to brush my teeth and it was incredible. Oh. And I think we only had one toothbrush also. It was pretty gross.
So you had to share it?
Yeah. Oh. Is that bad?
I mean,
if you were on Survivor and we only had one toothbrush, would you not brush your teeth?
I would just wait. I wouldn't have a long wait anyway. So like I would just wait to Ponderosa.
I think there was probably only just one toothbrush. But
wait, but like in the spa kit, or you're saying like they gave you a toothbrush out there?
No, it was in the spa kit. I think there was like, like a loofah, and there was like soap, and there was toothpaste, and I don't think they gave them like 8 toothbrushes. But yeah, it was great. I think I probably only did it like once or twice. It was phenomenal though.
Then you just passed it on.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Bryce might say that I am the answer to this question after that story, but of course, Bryce, everybody is dying to know who from Survivor 49 is the freakiest freak.
Man.
Let's get
You a freak, I'm a freak. It
doesn't have to be me.
I'm a freak. Just give it to me all night.
You've been so busy touring. Are you producing any new music? Do you have any plans for a new album?
I don't know about a new album, but I was in the studio last weekend, so new music is coming.
That Survivor 50 is going to be for new music, maybe.
Yeah, I was on Ben Katzman's album. Trashy Annie has been touring with Bryce.
Yes, Trashy Annie too is like part of the tour.
She is amazing and phenomenal. And shout out to Trashy Annie, because I feel like class acts love Trashy Annie. And just as a fan of her, like I'm not necessarily like a rock music. Y'all know me, I'm an R&B girly. But it's been amazing to watch. Like Annie just recently got into music during COVID and kind of just started really pursuing it. And so it was like so fun. She's been on maybe like 10 of our stops with us. And to watch her from like the first stop till now, I feel like I'm an A&R at a record label, because like to watch Annie, not that like we have anything to do with it, but like seeing her in different markets and seeing her kind of like critique her craft, it's really amazing. Because let me tell you, in Baltimore, Annie shut the house down.
Literally, right?
Literally. I mean, literally, she blew the sockets. The lights went out for like 15 minutes. And so, me and Annie got a little number that we do. But it's
you perform with Trashy Annie?
I'm a music artist, Robert. Why would I not perform with somebody that's here?
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Yes.
What song is it? An original song?
It's a cover.
Yes.
Robert, you gotta get from North Carolina and come and see. But no, we do Meredith Brooks.
Yes, I'm a B word.
I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a saint.
Yes. Of all the tour stops, how come that the B&W has never stopped in North Carolina?
Season 50 in the hands of the fans.
But
no, it's actually really on our list, because like
well, you probably would it'd be more likely to do Charlotte than Raleigh.
Well, I would want to do Raleigh only because I have like roots in Raleigh. My brother went to college in Raleigh. Yes.
Okay.
So yeah,
you still have to come here and take a bath.
And I hope
I'll get my breath strips ready.
I hope Robert, when I do come to Casa de Cesternino, I'm so serious. I tell Nicole all the time, when I text her, she says, "Oh, we'll have it right." Robert, I'm so serious. I don't think you think I'm serious. Robert, I'm gonna be in that bathroom for about 2 hours.
Yeah. So you'll be visiting with us, and then you'll say, okay, I need to go retire to the master bathroom for
I don't know if I will
going for a soak.
I don't know if I'll even really give you all of that. Me and Dominic will be listening to ASMR for a second on the couch, and then y'all be like, "Where is Bryce?" Like, but I'm so serious, Robert.
Okay.
And
do you need a bath bomb, or do you come in with your own?
Robert, I come in with my own.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my bath bomb, I have my salt, my bubble bath, and I'm gonna bring my tripod. Well, only not for that, but I will have to take a little photo of me in the bubbles, because I gotta put it on my Zaddy calendar. Like, I love me a bath.
It could be in the calendar.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, but I'm just reminding you that I'm so serious.
Okay.
You're like, Bryce, you're only here for 20 minutes. 15 of those minutes, I'll be in the tub.
Okay. All right. But Bryce,
Okay.
who from Survivor 49 is the freakiest freak?
So
The freakiest frog.
it's been a hard decision. It's been hard. Obviously, whenever we go into a season and we do It's a Look, I'm always considering, and then the episode, the season lends it to us. But um, I think it's pretty obvious. You know, at first I was thinking maybe is it Rizzo? Is it RIZ God or RIZO God? Is it Sophie B? For a while in my head, I was thinking maybe it could be Jake, but
Yeah.
then I had
Sophie
to.
B does sometimes have, like on the episodes, isn't really that freaky, but then has some freaky tweets.
She be popping off.
Yeah.
Well, her tweets and the TikToks. But I think it is safe to say that this season's freakiest freak is if you have a jar of blackheads in
Yeah.
your home. I
Yeah.
think it is just safe to say Sage is being crowned the freakiest freak. We love Sage. You have to be the freakiest freak when your eyebrows been on fleek all season. So we have to show love to Queen Sage. And in my opinion, she's the dark horse of the season. There is a world where I could see Sage
Yeah.
taking it home. You don't need to light it. She just gonna take it home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's a good pick. She's been a fun character, Sage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's fun. She's interested. She beats to her own drum, and I love it. And that's my freakiest freak.
Yeah. I had seen that you saw Shannon at different times in your tour, and Sage and Shannon didn't get along. What's Shannon like in real life?
Shannon Mayfair.
I am not. I just do have her last name in front of me.
Shannon from this season.
Not Shannon Gus. Yeah.
Okay. Shannon is like, so I've probably known Shannon for 5 years now.
5 years.
Yes.
From going to the greatest bar?
From going to the greatest bar. When we first went there, we met Shannon and her family, and like we did a podcast with her. So Shannon is cool. I think over the years she's like evolved into like a new version of Shannon, but Shannon's like pretty chill, vibey, like you know, she's like yeah, I like Shannon.
Yeah. Do you feel like that she got a raw deal in the Sage versus Shannon back and forth?
I don't think so. I mean, no, listen, I love Shannon.
Well, so what I said to Shannon was that I bet it was hard for you because it was like we saw the story from Sage's point of view. Like it wasn't a story that was told from Shannon's point of view about like what it was like primarily like the audience got to see things from, Sage's lens.
I felt like we got to see it from both lenses. I felt like, and again, I love my girl Shannon, and Shannon absolutely was out there playing the game.
Yeah.
It was coded in like, peace, love, and yoga. And I think, she thought she miscalculated the savage Savannah, not Savannah, it's the savage Sage. And so and in that situation, I feel like Sage was the underdog. And so I'm always going to root for the underdog. So no, I mean, Sage served that revenge hot. That's why I like Sage. Sage likes to serve revenge hot. Stop waiting for it to be cold. Serve it now. Because I like to do it on my work emails. Okay. I love a little passive aggressive work. I'm a do. Excuse me.
Yeah. We want it now. We'll come. We'll pick it up.
Serve it hot, then serve it cold. But I'm very big on let me match your energy.
Speaking of serving it hot, they had a reward. They had spaghetti reward this week. Spaghetti with meatballs, Jeff said. Spaghetti with pesto. Garlic bread. Tiramisu.
I'm good on that. I like
You're good? What?
I
No
I like
spaghetti?
I like spaghetti, but like when I'm starving, I will Survivor. Like I'll pass on spaghetti.
Wow.
Give
You're
me
you're
a
like
steak.
you're like Screddy with the fruit.
Yes, that's for the basic people, chap. I'm sorry. No, like yes.
They did have
for-
meatballs. What about meatballs?
I mean, I would have just give me a plate of meatballs.
Yeah. Not
It,
you.
it,
Is it just you would eat spaghetti in real life?
it's not even that. It's just like for me,
Yeah.
spaghetti isn't a dish that like I long for. Even though
Yeah.
it's good and I'll eat it, like, for me, like a hamburger. Like,
Mm.
even now, this might sound crazy. Like, I even get the allure when they say like peanut butter and jelly. Like, there's something
Yeah.
about that and maybe because I come from like a black household, Robert, and like the Italians do spaghetti, but like a black mom spaghetti. The thing for me with that, and maybe this is like my post trauma, right? My mom would make a pot of spaghetti and we would eat it for 2 weeks. Like
Yeah.
we would eat it until it was gone. And like I think for me, that's why I'm like, I'm
It
never
wasn't
really
like a delicacy of it was just something that was cheap to make.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm like, girl, it's 2 weeks. My mom's like, you're gonna eat it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. What about though for the Zaddy calendar? Okay. What about a Lady in the Tramp picture of
Oh,
maybe it's you and maybe it's Ozzy
oh,
and you're sharing a spaghetti.
I like that. I think that we could work something out even in this year's Zaddy calendar 2026. Not Lady and the Tramp, but we got Baby Andy with the, a
That's true.
top.
Yeah, he had the Operation Italy,
He had
right?
the
Yeah.
Operation Italy.
Yeah,
Like, so we got
kiss the cook, right? Does it say that?
something. He had
Something
that
like that.
apron on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Baby Andy is serving it.
He is. And in the reward though, Steven said, okay, I'm gonna pick my girl Christina. She played the idol on me. Okay, that was easy. But then he said, okay, you know what, Rizzo, he hasn't eaten. I'm gonna pick Rizzo to go on the reward. And everybody said, well, you gotta pick Rizzo. He didn't eat for 7 days. Would you pick the person who didn't eat for 7 days to go on the reward?
Not necessarily.
No.
I mean, I think, and we haven't. I feel like I remember in Survivor, maybe when it was a little longer, we used to get more of these where
Yeah.
somebody would get a challenge and you would pick people. You would like, we
Well,
would,
they have more reward challenges.
right. And so I miss those days. And so for me, we politic it. Like, obviously, I'm gonna pick one of my goods, but my other move is I don't care if you ate or not. Well, one, it
Right.
depends. It depends if you ate or not, and we working together, and we're at odds. Because if we're at odds, revenge is being served hot. Okay, you're not going to eat today, but it's more of a political move, and so I think seeing Steven and Rizzo talk this episode, I think it was a very smart decision to pick Rizzo because, like, you want to pull somebody in that you're not working with, but it's Survivor. You ain't come out here to eat.
You think it was more that he wanted to talk to him, but then made it look like, he hasn't eaten in 7 days. Come on.
I think a little bit of both. I think, Steven is a good guy, and he clocked Steven when because did he go on the he went on the reward or the journey already, right? Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, he clocked Steven. And so I think it was, strategic and emotional.
Yeah. Now, with Rizzo and Steven, last week we saw them with Jawan. They started a boy band called Three Boys on a Bench. I know you are a musical artist. You're performing with Trashy Annie. You're on Ben Katzman's new album. What do you think about Three Boys on a Bench?
I like it. Don't even need to be a band, Rob. Okay, I'll take Three Boys on the bench. I like it. We are in the era where we're missing our pop stars, our R&B groups. So I'm here for it.
Yeah. Are there no new boy bands? Has K-pop really just taken all the boy bands and girl bands? And the Demon
K-pop.
Hunters?
has taken over, and my nieces was telling me like in K-pop, you have like the lead singer, you have the face, you had like they got roles in the group. I just was so confused. But yeah, we need some like in sync, some Backstreet Boys, some Drew Hill, some B2K. Like, where are the pop stars? Where are the pop? Like, where's the era? We
Mhm.
used to run to the mall and scream their names.
Yeah. We'll do that for Three Boys on a Bench.
Yeah, yes.
Will maybe in season 50, will you have 3 boys on a bench perform? Will they open for Trashy Annie in season 50 on the Bryson Wendell tour?
I think we could arrange it. I've performed with Steven and Annie as well in Denver, Colorado. Okay,
Yeah.
and Steven could get down.
What about in the off season? What about if there was a Bryson Wendell tour concert? Okay, and so now it's the off season. We're gonna hit Nashville. Okay, it's Nashville. Come out and see Trashy Annie with Stephen Ram, Ben Katzman with Coach Wade, 3 boys on a bench. Bryce is gonna drop his new track, and headliner Chase Rice.
Wait,
Yes.
who is Chase Rice?
Who's Chase Rice? The great Chase Rice. He was with Fabio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, listen, there is something there to that, Robert. I like that. I like where you're going.
Yeah.
We could get what was his name from Wendell's season?
Chris Noble.
We could get Chris Noble out there.
Yeah, and then Wendell would come out and be like, "Put the mic down, stop rapping, everybody go nuts." Yeah, we Star Toomey can perform. My enemies are plotting.
My enemies are plotting. Yeah, Robert.
This is good.
You might be on to something there.
Yeah. And then put the CD out. What nice going, Unk. Don't call it a CD.
We're streaming it. We streaming it, OG.
Mhm.
But again, we could even do a holiday CD. This is what I'm talking about. I miss the days that the artists used to do holiday CDs.
Yeah, a holiday CD. What would be the Survivor holiday song? Can we think of what it would be? And we won't use AI to do it. Because is there anything about Survivor that gives holidays?
Yeah, it's, Deck the Idols.
Is there anything where I got nothing for you? Is there anything?
Yes,
like
yes,
I wanted to get you a present, but I got nothing. I got nothing for you. They took my flint.
Because why I love holiday songs, Robert. Most holiday songs are sad, right?
Mhm.
Like, so it's like, I got nothing for you. Like, you voted me out.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a holiday song. No.
You voted me out of Christmas.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of these songs are like, why'd you leave me on Christmas? Or like, what are you doing New Year's Eve? What are you doing on the merge? Like,
yeah.
There's something there, Robert.
Yeah.
We might need a holiday wand-off.
Holiday wand-off. I feel like there's something there of like, okay, so it's something about I got voted out on Christmas.
Yes.
Yes. Now, traditionally, they don't play Survivor over the holidays. Although in Survivor the Amazon, I think I lost Survivor. It was like December 13th. It was December. Like we were pretty far into the Advent calendar at the when we shot Survivor the Amazon. So we were pretty deep into it. But Boston Rob's birthday is Christmas also.
Oh. I didn't know that.
So I got voted out on Christmas.
26 days of Christmas.
Santa, bring me an idol. The Lonely Christmas at Ponderosa. Christmas at Ponderosa. That's maybe reheating Chris Noble's nachos. Christmas at Ponderosa. You better not be naughty. You better not talk.
Jeffrey, the red-nosed reindeer.
Okay, it's about Jeff. How's Jeff like Santa Claus? Let's see. Jeff is like Santa Claus because he's watching you.
He's watching you.
He knows if you've been good or bad. He sees
he's
you when
keeping
you're
a list.
sleeping. He's checking it twice. What about season 51, the Survivor Naughty versus Nice? Okay, is nice. We're the nice people. And then we're the naughty people. We're getting tattoos and going to trashy Annie concerts.
Heroes
We
versus
just got done
villains.
hanging out with Chappelle. We're here on the naughty tribe.
Listen. And next thing you know, Robert,
we're in the hands of the OnlyFans. We're naughty. Naughty versus nice is good.
I like that. Underneath the coconut tree.
The coconut tree.
Like, mistletoe, coconut tree.
Mm-hmm. This is not bad.
Yeah,
we did do once upon a time, we did do a holiday one. It was like all holiday songs for the Wand Off. I think that was maybe after maybe it was like season 30, 35. I think it was like maybe like the first year of the Wand Off that we did the all holiday music Wand Off. But
you better watch out though, because next Christmas, CBS going to have a holiday CD, and Rupert going to be reaching.
Well, they did the holiday Big Brother. They did reindeer games.
Yeah,
like I kind of
CBS Survivor should do something like a holiday-esque like that. I think that we on to something, okay? We making a little Survivor advent calendar, like, oh holy. Nice.
The issue is, I think that Survivor ends so close to but I wonder if they started. They'd have to. This is what they could do is that, and I know that then they have Big Brother on, but start Big Brother earlier. I'm gonna fix all of CBS. Okay, just start Big Brother a couple weeks earlier. Okay, then and Big Brother in like the middle of September. Start instead of starting Survivor at the end of December or the end of September. Start at like the middle of September. And now end Survivor finale is like December 4th or something like that, like the first week of December. And then we have this holiday Survivor, like it's 12 days. It's okay. Watch out, Jeremy. It's 12 days.
Watch might have Jeremy. A 2-time winner.
Okay, we're gonna have a 1.25 time winner here on our 12 days of Survivor. This is exciting. And then like the tree mail's like, on the first day of Survivor, Jeffrey gave to me. Gave star to me.
2 hidden idols on the third day of Survivor. Jeffrey gave to me. No prize for you.
3 French hens. Like that's what they get. That's the reward. They get the reward, 3 French hens. And then Alex and Steven are like, I can't kill them. I can't kill a French hen. Are you kidding me?
3.
My conscience, I'm not going to get anything good. And the nice tribe and the naughty tribe. It's basically like heroes versus villains. The nice tribe and the naughty tribe. You bring back returning players for this. This is brilliant.
We are on to something.
Yeah.
Robbie C, you
the 12-day season, they could just shoot with returning players. Like even if Survivor 51 and 52, and we've talked a lot about Survivor 51 and 52, but like okay, Survivor 51 and 52 are regular player seasons, but we also shoot the 12 days of Survivor for December, and like we air it it's like on 5 nights a week in December. Might throw off the whole CBS lineup, but we'll figure it out.
That could work.
Yeah. The 12 days of Survivor, this is great. Naughty versus nice.
I'm here for it.
I've been good this year. I'm ready to play. Like
would Jeffrey be in like an elf suit or like a set or wait?
Yeah, he would be. He likes to like do voices and play characters. Like even like garlic bread. Like he wants to get into them.
This is an Emmy win. That's an Emmy winning holiday program. That they want that Emmy.
Yeah, best holiday performance.
Yeah,
they have like a tribal council. Will have like all Christmas stuff, trees and everything.
Little performance,
Christmas tree mail.
Yeah. They can end it with like a Mariah Carey come in.
Yeah, like the tree mail could be like Christmas cards and everything, and it's like the holiday on the island.
I,
This is
I will watch
inspired.
it.
Yeah, this would be great.
They could do
like
live feeds.
the rewards would be like cookies and milk and carrots for the reindeer.
And then it's like, who ate it? But again, it can be live too.
Mm-hmm.
Like during those 12 days, like actually, because that's the one thing about Survivor.
I don't know if you could do Survivor. Like, I don't know how that, like, they could put it together that quickly live.
We tell them to call us. We can figure it out, Rob.
We'll figure it out. Okay. All right. Oh, I got another name for you in the Secret Santa.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Christina.
Oh, Christina is easy. And this one is like, for Christina, I would just go on Facebook and find an old photo of her and her mom. Get a frame from Family Dollar, wrap it up really nice, and like give it to Christina. That easy peasy.
Mm-hmm.
She would love it, and that's a thoughtful one.
That is thoughtful.
Rob, I'm really good at gifts.
You are really good at that. I would never think of that.
Sometimes gifts. What I've learned in my short time on this earth is really like the meaningful gifts. It's like, and just wrap them really well because I'm an expert rapper. So
yes, well, I've gotten a Zaddy calendar.
Yeah,
I know. Tell me about you. You guys went to the Sixers game a couple of weeks ago. What was that like? They had a Survivor night.
We had a Survivor night at the Sixers. It was amazing. Shout out to the Philadelphia Sixers and Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain hit me up and was like, Jared McCain's a Survivor fan. And so he hit me up in the group text and was like, pull up. He was like, Jared, stop it, But no, the Sixers had reached out. And so they wanted to do a Bryson Wynn Survivor night. It was like really amazing to be in our own city. And Scott, probably say his name, Yerger, who does like the Challenge Mania. Like he had connected us and was like, he's been saying we should do it for a while. And he had connected us and they actually reached out. And so it was great. And for us, it was really great in the sense of bringing like the Survivor OGs, the Survivor unks.
I saw some OGs.
Like Russell Swan, Jervis and Ramona, and having like Kyle, Riz God, Brandon Donlin, Sierra, Mariah. It was like really great of just something super, super fun. And of course, like we've been trusting the process with the Sixers, and we haven't been that bad this season. But of course, the Orlando blows us out, which took kind of the fun out of the night because after
it was a bad game.
After halftime, Robert, it was like 27-103. We was like, all right, yo, thanks. But it was such a cool, fun, like Survivor not explosion, but corrosion, not corrosion, but
corrosion.
Immersion.
Yeah. It looked pretty cool, and that seemed like that they made a really big deal. I saw that everybody was out on the court. And then they had like captains?
They had captains. They wanted Wendell and myself to be captains, but with Jervis from season 1 and Rizzo from the current season, I thought like, forget us. Like, let's do something old and new. So it's really great. But the funny thing about it is Rizzo, why I love Rizzo is like, he's RIZGOD, but I've been saying this the whole time. There's Rizzo and then there's Riz. And Riz was at the Sixers game. You couldn't tell me Riz wasn't 16 years old. He was so excited. We got on the floor to take our photos. The one rule they said was like, don't touch nothing and just like wait for them to call us to move forward. While we're waiting, Riz is like, there's a basketball, Bryce. I was like, you should go take it and bounce it. And mind you, I'm just getting to know Riz. I know Riz was really crazy. Riz was like, really? I'm like, yeah. Next thing I know, Riz is like dribbling the ball on the court. I was like, the way I moved away from Riz so fast. But yeah, so they did the captains. Riz was.
Did he get yelled at? Did he get in trouble?
I mean, the lady was coming, but no.
Yeah.
He said, I'm RIZGOD, ma'am. She said, my bad, sir. But no, it was just like he took the bait, but it was great. And then he was with Tyrese Maxey. He just was fangirling out. And it was so good to see Jervis, where you forget, like, during season 1, they had
Yeah.
like 72 million people watching. And so Jervis has been on like David Letterman. Jervis has been like, and
Sure.
so it's interesting when you see Jervis in those moments where I get nervous. I'm like, oh my God.
They called him Jervis Never Nervous Peterson.
Yeah, okay, he got up there. He was talking smack. It was like the Hollywood
That's
Jervis.
what he does.
It was just so crazy to see, and to see him with Rizzo was such a special moment. And so,
Yeah.
we are looking to do that more. So we will, keep you posted. I'm trying to get the Charlotte Hornets to call us. I've emailed them since.
Yes.
Because I need to be the team cap. I need to be the team captain with LaMelo Ball.
Okay, well, let me know when you go down there. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. What else from the world of Survivor? What else was on your radar this week?
I thought, outside of Jawan's turtleneck, the jury, it's been a lot of talk of, like, before Spaghetti got there. So
Yeah.
black jewelry, and there was a lot of talk of that. But outside of them being 4 black members of jury, I thought each time somebody came out, they looked amazing. Nate shaved all his hair off, had a baby face. MC popped out like she was on a music video.
Yeah.
Alex looked great. Jawan, I'm loving the glow up of the juries.
Yeah.
And people always look great, but I've been really, really enjoying seeing them. Not on the jury, but I love a good glow up, love a good your time to be fresh.
Can I ask you, with the 4 black players on the jury, of course, you and the Soul Survivors, of course, got the diversity initiative started. I mean, what do you think was this? Did they just get unlucky with this season? Do you feel like that this is just like is it start where it's just like, if they had the one black person go out and then it started like a chain reaction?
It's interesting. One, Survivor players, black people, black Survivor players, like, we're not a monolith. So it's like, it's interesting to see. A part of the diversity initiative was, prior to the new era, right? We would only have 1 or 2 people of color. And so, like, if you were seen talking, you guys are working together, right? And so, like, a part of the diversity initiative was so that you could go out there and play your own game, right? Like, so we're not saying that anything is malicious going on, that there are 4 black people on the jury. My big take on it was that, like, it's interesting. We notice it, and, like, we should be talking about it. And, like, Jawan put some of those people on the jury, right? And, like, again, we want him to play his own game. But it was kind of like the fact that no one was saying anything about it. And the sense of, like, it's like, okay, it is interesting, and there are some things that people could quantify it to. But for me, it's like, we should talk about it. We should have the conversation, or just at least the observation that it does seem a bit odd.
Yeah, I haven't known what to say about it. Like, I totally get from, like, the viewers that are that see it, and, like, I don't feel good. Like, this doesn't, like, I'm this is kind of a bummer, but it's hard to, like, let's say, well, but who are we mad at? Like, whose fault? Like, what happened? And I think that's been the harder part to sort of, like, have a take on, like, how did we get here?
Right. And it's like, not to say in this particular instance that anyone's at fault, right? But it is just something that is happening back to back. And we've seen this again in the new era.
It's weird.
Time and time again.
Yeah.
And so, some people think, and I've seen think tanks, and, like, I've seen some people say, like, in the new era, people don't want to sit next to black people with the diversity initiative, right? And so it's like just different. Like, I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying
Mhm.
what people are saying. And so there are a lot of things. But again, sometimes these patterns happen in real life. And like, because we don't talk about it or have the conversations or just even acknowledge it, it continues to happen. And so I think that it is nuance. I think that part of it is game. I think part of it is maybe biases on, what's the word? Not unrelated, but like, unknown biases. A lot of things
Yeah.
could be at play. A lot of things could not be at play. But just to not say
Mhm.
anything about it,
Yeah.
to me, it's like it's weird. And then also people say like, well, there's been plenty of seasons where they've been all white. Well, yeah, because the black people were voted out first. And it's
Yeah.
only a white cast. Like
I
that's
really, I feel like that this was like very unlucky that you happen to have 4 black players voted out in a row at this. But I think that like there's something with the split tribal council where that's just like too weird. Where I feel like that this. You could say like, okay, but this was just like this happened. Like you had 5 black players made the merge. Was there some chance that this was just like that like randomly happened this way? But the split tribal council, like I just feel like there's something there, and I haven't really heard like anybody like give like the quantifiable like this is why it happens. But Bryce, you and Wendell need to pick up the phone and tell them to stop doing the split tribal council now.
I'm with you. I feel like we made leaps and bounds this season where we didn't have emergatory. And I was
Yes,
like
but now don't do
extremely
a split
happy.
tribal council.
I'm with you.
It'll help everything.
I agree. I don't enjoy the split tribals at all. But again, baby steps. We didn't have emergatory. And so hopefully I don't really care about 50 in that sense, right? Like for me, 51, it's interesting to see. And I mean, I'm also interested to see 51 because a lot has been going on. And we know Paramount has said a lot. And so I'm curious to see whether or not they will hold to their word of what they said of the diversity initiative moving forward. We see season 50 and it doesn't look like it meets that mark. And so I'm curious to see how it looks moving forward with 51 and a lot going on and a lot of things at play. But Survivor has always been a pioneer, and I am hoping that they stay a pioneer because this is why we love to watch it. It's another Secret Santa.
Oh, wait, hold on. You got another Secret Santa. Okay. Steven, what are you going to get for Steven?
This is a couple of things. Again, first of all, Five Below, is y'all sponsoring this Secret Santa? Because I'm getting Steven some alien pajamas.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get him some binoculars to look at the stars.
Wow. Can you get pajamas at the Five Below?
They be having them sometimes.
My kids, they love. I can't get them out of Five Below.
It's the best thing ever, but also like the economy and everything else. Why y'all got a $7.99, $9.99, and a $12.99 section?
I go in the dollar store. It's like, oh, these are things of the $5, the $10. Like, wait, what? We lost the plot. And it's like $1.50 now. It's like the $1.50 store.
And it was $1.35. Then it's $1.50. Like Dollar Tree, you might just need to change your name to Tree or something because the gripes that I had. Again, this makes us sound like unks, Rob.
Yeah.
Like, in my day.
No, I've had, but I know it's Dollar Tree or Tree now that they have here. But it's much better than when I was in California. It goes to the 99-cent store. But the dollar. When you come here, we'll go to Dollar Tree. It's nice.
Is it like the supermarket one?
No, it's not supermarket. That's like Dollar General.
No. Robert, over here on this side, our Dollar Trees, we have like a frozen. It's like a supermarket.
I don't
The
think they have
big
any
ones.
frozen like refrigerators at Dollar Tree that I've seen over here. Dollar General has that stuff, but it's not. Dollar General is like it's very
Yeah.
in quotes, like it's not things don't cost $1 at Dollar General. Yeah. Okay. What do you do on the weekends after you have your busy week?
Robert, I go into a cocoon.
Well, you podcast about The Amazing Race.
I podcast about I get my podcasts out, my premonitions, my casualties, my amazing race. But like this tour, it's been beating the baby boy down. So I've been just recuperating, sleeping. I actually been getting foot massages. They have like this really good foot massage place. It is the absolute
Good for you.
best. It's like $30 for an hour. Oh,
Wow.
and I got my
You can't get much for $30 for an hour.
listen. And that's and I got my little punch card. I'm like 2 more punches away, and I get a free foot massage.
Yeah.
I love it. So just little R&R, just take care of myself.
I don't know how you do it, because you do the tour, you have a full-time job, you do all the podcasts, and then you're also like a good friend to people. Like you are socialize. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's a lot sometimes, Robert. The baby boy is
Do
definitely.
you sleep?
I try to. I try, but that's why I get my hair washed with my ASMR. That helps me put to sleep. But the baby boy is tired, Rob. I can't lie. When they say sometimes check in on your strong friends, I'm that friend that you should check in on, because it can be draining sometimes. And I feel it. Like yesterday, I got back from Baltimore, I record a podcast.
Yeah, you didn't even remember where you were.
I didn't. Right? No.
What city was I in?
Baltimore. I had to drive, so it was great, because I left Baltimore at 5 to get back at 7 so that I could work. And I got done, and I was just like, and then the family group chat was group chatting, and they were trying to figure out where I'm putting the Christmas tree up. And I'm like, But I am looking forward to the holidays to spend with my family and just recharge and get ready for 50.
Okay. All right. Oh, hold on. I got here one more thing I want to go over here with you. Okay. I know a lot of people wanted me to bring up with you that I know that I recently disappointed you.
Robert.
My cast photo for The Traitors came out, and
double thumb homicide, Robert. The spit in my face for the decade we've been podcasting, Robert.
Well, what's this? I got an ad for. Hold on, I'm gonna look at an ad for what popped up. I've never been to the Traitors Wiki. Here's my page on the Traitors Wiki. Not a lot of info. Yeah. But they.
Yeah, Robert, I don't want to hear it. Robert, all you have to do is say sorry, because you tried to text me to forewarn me, which I knew some BS was coming. Do you remember when you texted me and said, Bryce, we took 1 million photos. I don't have control.
I don't know which one they're going to use.
Yeah, but Robert,
I have
do you
sympathy
not
for the
control
players
your body?
now, because they took like 100 pictures.
Yeah,
maybe more will come out. What if more come out? I don't have a thumb.
And Robert, and you probably don't even know, because I blocked you the day me and Puya recorded a podcast. I did. And you text me the next day. I had just unblocked you. So don't give me Robert, just take accountability.
I'll take accountability, but I thought they were going to be good, because they're very good at what they do, and they were like, oh my God, you're killing it. You're doing great. This is amazing. This is fantastic. You're like, yes, this is amazing. And I'm like, wow, I feel like I'm doing a good job.
We were rooting for you, Robert.
I know.
We were all rooting for you. And I would have been okay. The thing that hurt my feelings the most, Robbie C, is that it wasn't just one thumb.
Yeah.
Like, you had the nerve to be twiddling 2 pigs in a blanket in front of our face.
Yeah.
Like, we don't do, it's a look.
When the guy was like, hey, do this, I should have been like, hey, my friend says I'm not allowed to do that. I'm sorry. I can't. Why not? My friend has a thing.
What's your first thing? I can't see my. Yes, Robert.
Mm-hmm. Like,
But nevertheless,
I could have been.
nevertheless, I still will support you, Robert.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That in fairness to me, also, I think I had been up for like 36
Robert,
hours. I think also at the time that they did
you
that.
got a lot of excuses, Robert. When you offer an apology, it should
I'm
be
sorry.
just that. Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
Thank you.
Mhm.
10 years, a
Yes.
decade. And you gonna give us 2 thumbs, 2 pigs in a blanket in front of our face, twiddling them.
I mean,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
okay.
2, 1. Whew.
Bryce, incredible job today. We covered everything.
Listen, we covered it all, Robert.
Yeah.
We covered it all. It's good talking to you. I miss you. It's been a while.
Yeah. What are you watching these days?
What am I watching? Oh, Landman season 2 is
Landman.
on. It's pretty good with I don't know why I can't say his name. It's not Steven Tarantino. Who was Angelina Jolie's first husband? Bobby Bob Thornton?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah. What do you call him first? Bobby Tarantino?
Also,
he's good in Bad Santa.
He is. I actually just watched, and I've been meaning to text Chappelle, the Diddy documentary on
Nicole
Netflix.
was watching it. She's like,
Ooh.
I knew he killed Tupac.
Oh
I
my
knew
goodness,
it. I knew it.
Nicole ain't never lied. Oh.
She's like, I've been telling people for 30 years he killed Tupac.
Oh, Rob, I've been needing someone to text about this. I'm texting the first lady because listen, here's the thing, and then I'll let you go. Right? I was a little uneasy about if I wanted to watch it because we know 50 Cent and Sean Puffy Combs have this feud. And so, like, they don't like each other. And so when I saw that 50 Cent was producing the documentary, I'm like, I don't want to watch it. Because, you know, when you watch a documentary, right, you want it to be somewhat unbiased, right? Like, you know, we want a Tiger King. We want the raw, we want the real, right? Let us decipher. And so I was a little hesitant about watching it. But I have to say, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson did an excellent job in this documentary of, I mean, he paints a picture.
Yeah.
But I do feel like, now, don't judge me here, right? Where I feel like two things can be true at the same time, right? Because a part of P. Diddy's story, I don't want to use the word inspirational, but it's like his rise to fame is interesting, right? Like, and so like that just alone is interesting. And so the documentary did such a good job of like telling the story that I was shocked about. And like Nicole said, when you get to 50 Cent and Biggie, I was like, and the thing, let me calm down because imagine now you got me going, Rob. The thing, and this is the first lady will agree, right? Like it's always been like this, like mystery around it, and not even so much mystery, but like just not facts. The facts that in this documentary, they don't really point fingers, they paint a picture, and like they have facts. Where have these facts been for the last 20 years? Like the documentary is just really good at painting a picture. So if y'all have not seen it, I would recommend it. And y'all, that's something y'all should do on but Netflix.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Nicole watched it without me, so I got to figure out that she started watching, and then Dominic was coming in, and she's like, "Mom, you're watching a show about Diddy?" the kids, they love to talk about Diddy and Drake. They love to talk about that. And they're like, "Oh, like will you watch, Mom? Should you be watching a show about Diddy, the Diddler?" They know. I don't know why they know so much about that. Like 6'7", the Diddler.
That's 6'7".
Yeah.
But what the last
and they
thing
talk about LaMelo Ball.
Listen, as they should. Okay. Shout out to my man LaMelo Ball. Who,
my kid's like, we need a LaMelo Ball jersey.
Shout out to the LaMelo Ball at Puma who be sending me my LaMelo Ball stuff. Like,
wow,
love them. The last thing I'll say about this documentary, if Dominic or Anthony wanted to meet LaMelo Ball, I could just.
Oh, you got it right there.
Okay. The last thing I'll say about the documentary, and then I'll let you go, Robert, is that it feels like a true crime movie. It was not what I was expecting. And I breezed through those 4 episodes.
Yeah. Whoa. All right. The baby boy, Brice Izyah, Purple Pants podcast, Bryson Wynn Tour 49, the blueprint, the Zaddy calendar. What else?
The sleep.
The sleep.
The sleep. Yeah, just the Purple Pants podcast. The pit stop with Brooke. We're covering that. We're working on trying to get a little Amazing Race reunion together. So make sure you stay tuned at the Purple Pants podcast for that exclusive Amazing Race content that I think is great. But yeah, just happy holidays, everybody. Happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa. And check in on your friends. Everyone that's listening, the holidays sometimes can be a very hard time for people that have lost loved ones that are far away. And it doesn't hurt to just send somebody a text, send somebody a call, or like Robert, send them an audio note. Just saying, hey, thinking of you.
Mhm.
It could go a long way to somebody that you don't know. Because sometimes people struggle in silence, and the holidays are all about being cheery, but sometimes it's the darkest time for people. So be a good friend and check in on somebody that you haven't texted or talked to in like the last 2 months. I think that is how we should end off on. Check in on your friends.
Beautiful. All right. Thank you so much, Bryce. Incredible conversation tonight. Hope you all enjoyed it. And this was such a fun ride to go on here with you. Stay out of the park. Okay. All right.
Yes,
All right. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye. This is RHAP. We know reality TV.